stream is started. Excited shut. Bro, I'm thrilled. I've been looking forward to this, man. For like the month it's taken to get set up. I did not hear what you just said.
Oh, I said it'll be fun. I think everyone's looking forward to it after the draft.
That it should be. Do I need anything else on? No. Oh wait, did I do?
Why is this loose?
I may have accidentally made a slight mistake now that I think about it.
Slight.
Accidentally put that as daytime Peach Stadium. We gotta change that up. Luckily, I got like 10 minutes to set lineups. Got nothing to fret. Unfortunately, that's kind of annoying, but... okay, let me look at that again. Now we are set up and ready to rumble.
I have a question for you.
Yes, sir. What's cooking?
1 sec, I'm just checking something. Do you have Nightbot?
I don't have any bots set up. I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get Twitch bots set up after.
I was gonna say we could have standings.
That up there. That would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad to see that it actually. I'm seeing you in chat makes me positive that my stream is working.
Yeah, that's another thing I was gonna say. If I'm helping you cast, right, like, you know, every so often just to see if just in case anyone else is here, just to put up the standings every so often.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I also gotta set one up for this Discord server as well. That's something else I wanted to do, so I gotta actually do stuff, but that's a work in progress. That's another time. I will say though, I should not have started this 15 minutes early, because this fucking song, this song is gonna make me lose my fucking mind. I swear to God. I swear to God, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I had to mute it, bro. I had to mute it already. I was getting fed up.
Yeah, that's so justified. I do not blame you. You know, what can you do? I'm pretty sure the music in the actual game is minimized. And if it's not, I feel like I've just been less attentive to it while I've had it up, you know? Because I'm more focused on the game, so the song drives me less insane. If there even is a song, I don't actually know. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Got the lineup set. I really just wanna start it just so I don't fucking hear this stupid ass song anymore, dude. I'm literally dying inside.
True.
They gotta get better music. Like, you know, like some of the Wii games have solid music.
I was like, some of the Wii games let you pick the music from like other like IPs too.
Oh yeah. That happens. Oh, what? There's a whole thing for it in Mario Party, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Which is high key ball. $6.59. That's practically 7. That's
yeah,
7.
you might as well start it.
Yeah, that's
I
what
think
I'm
I would
saying.
start.
That.
By the time the game commences, that should probably be like 7:02.
Okay, we are here with Game 1, the Battle of the Balls. Mario Fireballs, TK Fireballs versus the Spitball Mob. I don't know about you, but I have been looking forward to this for a fucking month.
This could be a very interesting matchup, I think, McGee. You know, each of these teams, you know, they seem to have something to prove.
Yeah, I mean,
and you know,
does
the
at the
Spitball
start of the
Mob.
season.
Yeah, I mean, the Spitball Mobs, you know, made a made a decision to drop their unnamed purple me for red Koopa Troopa. Let's see if that pays off today.
They also benched Purple Toad in that deal, so. But it's looking like a great start as Red Koopa just gets right onto base. He gets a clean double, and Bowser's probably gonna score right here. Oh my lord, that is a triple. He's going. Oh no, he's not. He looked like he was going home for a second. Red Koopa. Still, that is
he may have had he could have stretched it. I think that was in the cards.
It would have been bold, but he is one of the faster characters in the game, so he may have been able to get away with it. Still, huge run for the Spitball Mob to start out the game. And they still have a runner on third with no outs.
This is a pretty good start for them, Do we think that they could be capitalized on? I think they can.
I'd be amazed if they're not able to drill on this one run. And it's already happened. And that ball's passed. Oh my god, it gets stopped by the crown, though. Still, that's one run. Greybones gets onto base. Greybones.
It's a good job there getting his RBI,
Yeah. I mean, you'll love to see it. You'll love to see it.
Yeah, nothing more you could ask for in that position there.
I was talking to TK earlier, and we were confirming whether he wanted to start Yoshi or Mario at pitcher. And it's currently looking like he may have made the wrong choice. As
Let's see if this gamble will pay off for them.
Hits. Especially with Mario having that star bonus stat buff. That's absurd that they've gotten 4 hits already. And it looks like that's 5. It looks like that's 5. Bases loaded.
What can we really say about Mario's performance so far? It's very underwhelming.
It's completely bad. I mean, look, I don't want to completely throw him under the bus. There's been some ones that maybe should have been caught, and that's going to be it. Is that a triple play? Yes, it is! Oh my goodness, Blue Magic Koopa. What
can you say?
Play.
The defense has just bailed out Mario. Just bailed him out of a terrible situation. If I'm the Spitballs, I'm disappointed with that,
Yeah, I mean, well, they're getting to the back half of their order. That's definitely the weaker part. But at least they get a quick out here to get rid of Red Critter. And they still did get a couple runs on the board, right? That's an amazing start to a game. Even if they could have been at 6 or 7 right now, kept the streak going.
I wonder if that'll haunt them in the later half of the game.
Wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. We've played some exhibition games, and this Fireball team has been known to pick up a few runs. So
I'll say we've seen them come back from sticky situations, So maybe if I'm the Spitballs, I'm a little worried at this. I'm not safe with this lead.
Yeah, I mean, Waluigi, great start. He does let Mario get on, but Mario's going to be a consistent batter all season long. So I don't think.
Yeah, he might be in there. He might be like the Ichiro of this league,
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to hit an absurd amount of homers, probably, but he's going to get on base consistently, right? That's why you have Red Pianta in the cleanup slot, but I mean, he doesn't get it done there.
This is unfortunate.
What can you do?
I'm the Spitballs, we're holding steady, and shutout ball, 1 hit. I mean,
yeah, Red Madge jumps, unable to pull that one in. Blue Madge gets onto base. That's probably the weakest batter on this Spitball team, so getting him on base is a great start. Especially with their next few characters up, having items to go off of. Gray Guy is going to drill one into center field, and that gets on. 2 runners on, no outs. It's looking like a terrific start to the inning.
If I'm the Fireballs, am I starting to ask the questions of Mario already? Because I think we need to start having those conversations.
You're gonna have to ask them at some point. Especially, that one does go foul, but that's a great swing and great contact from Jack Black. However, Red Critter is going to find himself a double play. Wonderfully done, but there is still a runner on third. Bowser Jr., all he has to do is get a base hit to score a run here. Unfortunately, they lose the opportunity for a squeeze play with that double play coming out, but I mean, still.
The defense is keeping Mario alive, in the close game, but I don't know how much
Red
we
Madge
have.
with an absurd grab. That will keep no runs on the board. They will escape that situation. Which
They escape
terrifying.
again.
It looked
No,
terrifying.
if I'm the defense, man, Mario's selling the game. You know, you're bailing him out. I would start to be asking questions of
Yeah,
what he's
especially
got
on a
left in the
team where you
tank.
have Yoshi as a backup pitcher. That is an amazing second pitcher to have. And that boo comes a little late, but the ball will still drop. Red Koopa will not be able to get there in time to pull that one in with the boo. Matt will secure himself a double. Gives this Fireball team a great opportunity to start clawing their way back
Matt
in.
can be a surprise. You know, he's got the ability to silence the crowd and
into a catch. That's unfortunate for Red Shy Guy, but
that is extremely unfortunate.
And Red Yoshi will find his way onto base. You now have corner runners.
You know, Sack Fly could do a lot in this situation here.
I mean, once again, we know that the Magic Koopas are not great batters, right? They are there because they are a great infielder, and they have a nice pitching arm at times. And doesn't matter. He just finds his way onto base, scores a first run, and the Spitballs are no longer perfect. 1 run deficit.
Like I said, if I'm Luigi, I'm thinking about the fact that, you know, we let up and we choked that first inning, you know, with bases loaded.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be sitting in the back of his mind. But they do secure a nice double play very easily there. Get themselves out of a potentially scary inning. I feel like that's going to be the story of the game, though. Just because
it looks
these
like
teams don't have any pure power hitters, right? Neither of
Yeah,
them
it looks
has
like the
anyone
defense
to
is
crush the ball. Aside from
looks
maybe
like the
Red
defense
Pianta.
could be the make or break of this this game here.
Yeah, I mean, both of them
The
have great
defenders,
on-base hitters, but they don't have any power hitters to clean up that situation. So we'll see what they're able to do. The Spitballs getting off to a strong start to the inning with Waluigi up to bat. That is a scary situation.
I mean, it's a pretty good inning so far, you know, 2 up and 2 on base. You know,
You don't love to see Waluigi charge, though. I mean, honestly, he has one of the best slap hitting stats across the board. He is maybe the best slap hitter across the board. And his charge hit has been consistently bad. We've seen it in exhibition
he
games.
consistently disappoints with it. You know, when will he go back to what works, you know?
Yeah, there's plenty for him to do there, and I just don't think that the charge hit is the right call.
Yeah, you know, keep it simple sometimes. Get on base, and you know, and then we have the ability to go from there. You know,
good at, right? He doesn't have to swing for the fences.
The fences,
right? He's not trying to get it into the yard. Red Critter, on the other hand, is trying to, but that one will drift foul. That is a crushed ball, though. That is something you love to see. That
you know,
contact
Red Critter can be the guy to, you know, you hate to be in a situation where you have runners on second and third with Red Critter up to bat. So
yeah, I mean, Red Paratrooper there finding his way to escape that one. It's that fast outfield, that trade right at the end of the preseason. Right before this game starts, you see them pick up Red Koopa, and it is doing wonders right now.
You know, that could be the trade that wins them the league. You know, we don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's only day 1, game 1, right? So this could be something. This could be one of the better matchups. And
Red Koopa could be in the Golden Glove race. You know, he could be that guy.
Red Paratroopa, 2 strikes down. Will he be able to find his way onto base? He will not. Great diving grab from Red Critter.
You know, Red Critter's also been a person who, in the exhibition games, he's shown that he can be a great defender.
Yeah, I think in the most recent one against the Monarchs, he had 2 solo shots, which is impressive considering he's their leadoff hitter. I mean, not to mention he's an elite shortstop. I mean, all the Critters are elite infielders. That's what they're best at. So
he's just a dominating presence to see as well, you know.
Yeah.
You kind of expect him to pull out the spectacular.
Gray Guy gives up a double play. I mean, Red Madge has also been terrific in that second base slot right now.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say? It's a pretty good inning. I would be happy with that if I'm
Yeah, I mean, both teams have great infielders, so If you're not getting that ball into the outfield, like just over top of him, you're going to see issues. We're going to see the first start pitch of the game, and Red Pianta will not care. He will find his way onto base, swinging right through that tornado ball, I think it's called. I don't remember the actual name. I should be knowing this stuff. I mean, threatening bunt, Matt, is... I don't like this play, okay? I hate this play. You have Red Pianta, and it does not matter because of a wonderful shell. They both secure the base. I mean, I feel like if that shell doesn't come in, it's a double play ball, right? Like, Red Pianta is very slow.
I think so. I mean, it's a very big gamble that he took, and it paid off, but will we see him do it again?
Yeah, another double play right away. We see that Shy Guy diving grab and just instantly dishes it to second. Red Pianta leading off a bit too much, trying to jump the gun a little, and that will give up a
You think he's
play.
compensating for the lack of pace? I could see that,
Yeah,
you're not the fastest, but, you got to be disciplined as well.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of has to some extent, right? If that ball goes slightly over into that left field, if he doesn't take a big lead off or start his run a little early, he's going to get thrown out at third. It's something we're going to see with those slower characters. So I personally don't mind his runoff there, but, I mean, obviously...
it's the gamble you have to take, right?
Yeah.
It's the gamble you have to take when you're one of the slower characters.
This Bowser Jr. charge, not going to find anything, and immediately after, he looks at one right down the middle. He will find his way into one, but Red Noki makes it there. This is another thing with the Fireballs that we've seen through the exhibition games, is they have a quick outfield as well. I know we were talking about the speed of Red Koopa Troopa and Red Paratroopa. This Noki Yoshi outfield combo is fast, right? So
they might they can stop a lot of things deep into the outfield.
Yeah,
hell, I mean, even when the buddy jumps, they can stop a lot of homers.
Yeah,
so...
and none of them are likely to be swapped in for pitchers too, right? So that's
that outfield will be there the entire game,
right? Yeah, and that's something with both teams, I think. If we're gonna see swaps out of these primary pitchers, like the Spitballs have Bowser Jr., they have Diddy Kong, and we're probably gonna come up on that any second now, as we see Waluigi start to get tired. And right after that, Red Critter's going to crush one, but it's going to drift foul.
We'll see how much we have in Waluigi. I think he can make it another inning, but we'll see if the manager wants to give him the hook.
Close this one out, but Red Critter is going to crush one to left field. That'll get a multi-base hit. He's probably not going to go for 3. It would have been stretching it. So I like that decision.
Yeah, I don't think he's got the pace on him to make it a triple.
Yeah, I mean, his pace at the infield comes from that capability to dive, that diving grab.
Yeah, I was like, he's got a great wingspan. He's like the Andrew Bynum of baseball.
It makes sense. One of his core moments through the Mario games has been playing as a goalkeeper in Mario Super Struggers, right? It's what we've seen. He's amazing with those diving grabs. So,
I heard from the man himself, Manuel Neuer, that he bases his play off Red Critter. So
really, wow. I mean, Manuel Neuer is maybe the greatest of all time in the keeper position, right? So that's a huge
game recognizes game there.
Yeah, that's a massive compliment.
And Red Critter is playing in all sports. He shows that diversity and the ability to perform at the highest level.
Yeah.
At every opportunity he gets.
That is a huge triple from Waluigi. We gotta take a second to talk about that. That steal is coming out. Triple. Oh no, they missed the squeeze bunt, but Waluigi gets back to third. I like the attempt on the squeeze play, and they're going for it again. That ball is lightly tapped, but Waluigi gets home, and Diddy Kong makes it to first. Oh my lord.
That's a great job out here from Diddy Kong.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta think to some extent there that Mario has got to realize that ball is too late to go home, and he should just throw to first and take that out.
He's gotta. Sometimes you have to cut your losses, and it looks like Mario is not just making the right decisions, and he gets bailed out again from a tough inning by his defense.
Yeah, I mean, you have Yoshi, right? Like, you have an amazing second pitcher. So you gotta think that maybe it's time to just switch things up. I mean, I'm honestly surprised that Waluigi's still in the pitch. Like, he's been amazing, but this is his second time showing that he's exhausted, and that's gonna happen right as we're talking about it. Bowser Jr. comes into pitch.
You know, great showing though from Waluigi. One
Yeah.
run allowed. I mean, you can't complain with that. I mean, the
Yeah.
defense has helped him out a bit. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah, but
you know, compared to his opposite Mario, I mean,
yeah,
what
he
more
played
could you
an
ask for?
amazing game. And instantly, Red Pianta's going to find his way onto base. It's just a single. I mean, we've seen how slow he is, so it's not surprising. But I don't
Yeah,
think
really.
any runner's getting a 2 there. That would be an amazing
No.
game.
Yeah. So I mean, that's a tough single to let up, but I mean, you know, you can't complain too much.
And Matt's going to follow it up with another single. That's 2 runners on, 1 out on the board. This is an RBI chance for Shy Guy. I mean, he hasn't been great so far today. Will
But
he
you know,
be able
let's see
to
if he can
find his
turn it around.
fitting? And that's a great start. I mean, it's not going to be more than a single. Red Pianta thought about going home. He started that run. That is scary to think about.
That
would have been a bold choice.
That would have been a very big gamble, and I don't think it would have paid off.
I don't think it would have either. I think the third base coach was right to call him back because that was bold.
If I'm the third base coach, you know, and I see Red Pianta running, I'm losing my mind here.
I mean, maybe you say if that's going to happen right afterwards, maybe it would have been worth the run. I think there's no world he made it home. There's no world. But I mean,
don't think so.
You can't double play right afterwards. That's not what you want to see.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see at all. But
No.
you know,
Not a great start for
unfortunate,
Bowser
you know.
Jr. too, coming in as a relief pitcher.
Yeah, but at least he's performing better than Mario. You know, we could say that. So
Well,
far.
I
Not
mean,
by much. You know,
he
the
gave
bar.
up 3 hits immediately, right?
Yeah.
That's not ideal. We will see Red Noki get to this one in the outfield. That ice is drifting towards her, but it will not matter.
This is unfortunate, but you still think that Mario being out there is a bit of a questionable call.
I mean, I will say, this stamina has been wonderful from him, but you gotta think that with his inconsistency so far this game, the stamina doesn't matter if he's giving up hits, right? And we're gonna see, oh, well, that one will not fall. It will be crushed a little bit too hard, right to Matt in the center field. Bowser Jr., I mean, there's 2 outs on the board. If you can tack on another one, considering this is the last inning of regulation, that would be a great thing to do, and that's a good start. As both runners make it to their base. Red Koopa.
2 on, 2 out. You know.
And that's not the way to do it. However, we are going to need a wonderful bottom of the 7th here from the Fireballs. They are going to need to make something happen, and starting at the bottom of the order,
They're gonna need
is
to
not
pull
the
out
way
a
to do it.
miracle, but we have seen in the exhibitions where teams have been able to dig deep. Bigger
Yeah.
deficits have come back.
We saw
you know?
a good comeback from the Monsters against the Knights. Came back in the last couple innings to pull that to extras. They ended up losing the game in extras, but it was a great comeback.
But they did pull back the comeback, and
Yeah.
I think that's the most important
And Red
thing.
Madge getting on here is a huge deal, because otherwise, if he goes out here, I mean, the odds of Noki getting on are not the highest. She's not going to be your best batter. I mean, there's a reason she's 9th in the order. And then you're potentially left with only 1 out to work with. And that's going to be a double play right as I'm saying it. 1 out left to work with. The Fireballs have not been able to get going today.
Man, this is a slow start, you know. You wonder if they were going to pick it up, and it looks like they haven't been able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a chance. You have the top of the order now. That's the scariest part. I mean, Red Critter is a great batter, and that's a great start. That is likely going to be a double. I doubt it's going for more than that, but there is a chance. You know, he makes the right decision to pull back, because I don't think he's getting to third there.
No. You know, hopefully his hit was not in vain, and you know they can will something from this. But
I don't love the charges here. I think that people are gonna want to be the hero. Okay, well, I guess I'm lying, because that slap hit did not work out. And folks, that is
have a ball game. That's the ball game.
That was a quick and defensive masterclass. I mean, as much as you love to see a great defensive game, that's not the way to do it. I mean, that's not what you love to see.
This is a very disappointing. Very disappointing.
Let's take a quick second and see who the MVP of this one is. It's Red Koopa Troopa. That outfield had that much of an impact. I mean, that's something to see.
I mean, look, if I'm the Spitballs, that trade, instant impact. Some people don't hit the ground running, and that seems to be the issue.
And I think we talked about it the entire game too. Is that Mario's pitching was not good enough for that game. We see it here when we take a look into the box score. As Mario's pitching, the points he got for pitching towards that MVP race is 0. 0.
Yeah.
He pitched
when you start the game like that.
Innings. And he got a 0.
This is
outrageous.
Very disappointing. Yeah, very disappointing from him.
I mean, no player really went above and beyond this game, but that's going to happen in a defensive battle, right?
Yeah, in a defensive masterclass like this,
yeah,
it really is, who can show up when it matters. And, Red Koopa Troopa, talk about instant impact. Again, you get signed up, you get the call from the manager, and he's like, we want you. We need you here, first game.
Yeah.
Not much rest, not much anything. You join the team right away, and now you make an instant impact, the manager's probably very thankful for that, and if I'm Red Koopa Troopa, I'm super happy with the performance. If hopefully you can keep that up throughout the season, and maybe you guys are the champions. That's all you can ask for, really.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. So we do have 3 more games to work with, though. So it's not over yet. Thank you very much for coming on, John. Okay, this has been wonderful.
No problem.
I mean, unfortunately, we didn't get to see any amazing opportunities of slugging the ball.
You know what to say, though? Baseball is
all
all about slugging.
Yeah,
good defensive possessions. Great work, stifling the offense, making sure there's nothing for them to work with. And I think sometimes that's just as beautiful as seeing someone slam the ball down to center field.
Yeah.
So you gotta give praise when praise is due.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to see, but there's a reason the game is called Super Sluggers. I mean,
I agree.
Right.
I think these aren't the teams for that, but a great showing from both teams. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a great start to our season.
Backwards. Yeah, the other thing backwards.
Yeah, I'm changing it as we speak.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that was not the way we meant it to go.
Maybe we'll see some difference in the next game between the Daisy Flowers and the Peach Monarchs. I'm not being biased, but I think both teams are really good, and hopefully the Peach Monarchs can come through.
Not biased, by the way.
Not biased at all.
Well,
I know the general manager of that team pretty well, and he's a great guy. I think he might have some tricks up his sleeve. His team might have something.
Yeah, whatever you say, boss.
Especially with their star player, Sydney Sweeney. I mean, Sabrina Carpenter. She might be able to work some magic, if you know what I mean.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but I mean, I do appreciate the battle here. I wish you the best of luck with your Monarchs following this game.
Win or lose, it doesn't matter. All I care about is a good showing in the first game. I think in the first day sets the precedence for how your season goes, and if you start slow, you can never recover. But even if we don't win, even if it's a close game, we play good defense or play good offense, I'll take the wins where I can take the wins. Yeah. But that being said, this is a pretty big matchup. The battle of Peach versus Daisy. This is something that people look forward to all season, and I think this could be a headliner.
No, yeah, but I mean, it is. It's a battle of the beauties. Okay, I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why they're starting out in this first game. We tried to get some exciting matchups. Going in.
Base yapping is crazy. Base yapping is absolutely wild. I think Aiden Fieldmouse here is
yeah, I mean, he does have a point. That was some bias yapping, and therefore, John, we're gonna have to get rid of you here. It's been a pleasure.
It's been great. It's been great.
Yeah, thank you very much. And immediately after that, we get Raid Aiden. Here, he is the general manager of Wario Muscles, of the Raiden Muscles. Sorry. Great to have you on.
Yeah, thanks. about time John stopped yapping about his own team here. So
Yeah, I mean,
maybe
we
we'll
saw
get some
buzz.
unbiased commentary.
Yeah, I didn't want to completely cut him off. I mean, it's fair to say everybody wants to see their own team win, but
Of course.
he may have been pushing some of that a little. Okay, I think that's fair to say.
Yeah, I don't think I've watched either of these teams play in exhibitions, so I think it's going to be pretty new for me with these teams.
The Monarchs played 2. One against Upset Knights, the Upset Knights, and one against Fireballs. I think that they both were close games, but I don't think either of them went in their favor. And then we've only had the Flowers play 1 so far, and it was also not in their favor. I mean, they matched up against, I don't want to say the league favorites, because I'm trying to be avoiding being biased here, but they did match up against the Wilds. Okay.
I was gonna say, have you lost one of your exhibitions with the Wild?
No, they've been perfect so far. But before we get too much into that, okay, let's try and I'm not gonna be too biased here. Okay, because I'd like to avoid doing that to myself. So we'll keep the topic on these two teams of the Flowers and the Monarchs, as I am still taking my dear sweet time to set the lineups here. Sorry about that. That's not the intention.
Oh, good. Who do you think wins this? Which team do you think is better built?
Personally,
Mhm.
I mean, no disrespect to John here. He did just come on and give me an amazing cast, and I really appreciate that. But I gotta go with the Spade Flowers. I mean, look, Petey Piranha is going to be an MVP candidate. Okay, I am confident saying that. This guy knows how to play ball. Okay, even in that exhibition game against the Wilds, he had 2 solo shots and a couple doubles. That is nothing to scoff at, right? That is impressive. So that's my guess. Do you have any thoughts towards it? I don't know if you're here for either of the
I have to
exhibition games.
agree, but more so because I think John picked his team based on looks more than stats. So I don't know what to think. I hope they prove me wrong, but I don't know. 2 me's just to name them certain things is an interesting choice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he doesn't actually have Sydney Sweeney in the lineup. It is just Sabrina Carpenter. So
wait, he didn't. That surprises me. One would think he would pick the other me.
Yeah, I mean, we do have another me on the side of the Flowers, which is also an odd one. Okay, I was sitting here making the me's, and my request from Spades was Bibble. Okay, and look, no disrespect, but I'm sorry, who the fuck is Bibble? Okay, I didn't know.
Bibble, the fucking. Sorry, I did not mean to swear. But the mask. Okay, the mascot. So the mascot from that one fucking Barbie movie.
I'm pretty sure that's it. When I did it.
Oh my god, that is a very out there choice, but I respect it.
I mean, the issue though is it has blue skin and pink hair, and when you're trying to make a me, that's not possible. Okay, that is not something that I'm capable of doing. So
yeah,
I mean, I don't want to not give him the option, but I mean, it doesn't look very similar. Okay, I mean it just doesn't. I gotta mute this channel because I don't want to hear Discord notifications. I accidentally turned off stream remote earlier, so you know.
Are we still experiencing the technical startup?
Sorry, it's taken a bit of time, but we are about to be good. I just gotta get I just gotta get the batting orders perfect. I don't want to screw anyone over here. Yeah, Toadette is 7th.
But yeah, I do think that the Daisy Flowers were more picked by stats, so they definitely have the edge in my books. But I don't know, maybe Sabrina Carpenter pulls out like a grand slam at some point. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, you never know, right? That's
I've seen
happen.
crazier things happen.
yeah. I mean, there's been some me home runs, right? There really has.
What map is this on, by the way?
This is on daytime Mario Stadium, I believe. So there's no
Daytime
obstacles.
Mario Stadium.
which
Yeah,
is-
no obstacles. Very generic map. On the corners, it seems to be like the the third shortest on the corners. And I think kind of middle of the road on the out and like straight out. So decent chance a lot of runs could score on this park. So we'll have to see.
Yeah.
Not to mention the lack of obstacles that you just mentioned.
Yeah. But hopefully it should be still, I mean, a good slugging fest. I mean,
You might wanna
automatically will be some slugs, right?
You might want to mess with the levels a little bit. People are complaining that I'm a lot louder than you.
Okay, my apologies. Let me just turn you down here. Or actually, let me turn down that. Yep, sorry. Thank you. I'm sorry. I didn't have my chat up because I was looking at the rosters. Also, thank you for the subscription, Aiden. Appreciate it.
I always got the chance to flex that I've been
72
subbed for
months.
72 months.
Yeah, that is something. And then
How many
also
years is that now?
Dyred85, appreciate the follow.
Exactly 6 years, Guy.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Okay, we are off to the races. I'm switching the scene over now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a matchup between the Battle of the Beauties, I guess. I think that's a good name to call this one. Yeah. I mean, Peach, Daisy, Flowers versus the Monarchs. Oh my fucking god, I swear I clicked fucking negative. I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my lord, Andrew. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I made a grave mistake. Oh my lord. Okay, tough start. Yeah. I appreciate that L-Stream moniker. Jesus. Alright, we're not gonna switch the stream back. Actually, yeah, we will. End stream? What does that even mean, boss? Actually,
We all know what proud
Yeah,
means when
never
he puts
mind.
N.
yeah, just never mind. That was dumb to ask from me.
Maybe he should spell it out for you.
No, I think that's okay. I'm honestly okay with him not.
Sorry for the little delay, but we'll get this match going here in a minute. Yeah. I can already tell why John picked his teams from that first little scene, so
Yeah,
this will be very fun.
I mean, the man has a type. Okay, I don't think there's any other way to put it than the man has a type.
What percentage of John's team is blonde?
Anybody with hair.
Every single character with hair is blonde.
And any character with hair. So that's
John John. I don't want to have to ask this, but I'm assuming that was on purpose.
I think he said he was trying to get Daisy or baby Daisy at one point. So I'm not positive if it was entirely intentional. I mean, I don't think it's a complaint he'll have. But
Duh, of course.
yeah.
John would date a bald.
I'm not even gonna open what you were just talking about. I'm honestly okay.
Yeah, I think I think the chat's gone a little wild. I'm gonna stop reading it.
That sounds like a fine choice to me. Oh my goodness, Andrew. No,
Welcome to today's episode of Can McGee Hit the Minus Button.
This time we've currently not made that mistake yet. because it's taking me 18 years to set the lineup, as this is a pain in the ass. But we will get there, I promise. I swear.
Can you not automate? Does the Super Sluggers not give you an option to make custom teams and like set a lineup and lock
No,
it?
it does not, unfortunately.
Oh, that's so sad.
Okay. Just making sure. You guys there. You are there. Oh my lord. Okay. We're almost there. I swear, we're almost there.
Logan, if you don't use your Prime sub on McGee, who are you going to use it on? I think that's the real question. Just know when you're sub to McGee, you'll get his like once a year stream. But I think with Sluggers, we're good for at least a few weeks.
Yeah. Hey, in theory, you have 14 weeks of me streaming.
That's impressive.
which would be, I think, a longer streak than I've had in the past. So, Toad at 7, okay, and then quickly.
35 minutes streamed in the month of August, Twitch just told me.
That sounds about right.
Because they wanted, it was like an August recap. Check out what you've achieved together. 35 minutes.
Yeah.
0 chat sent. 1 stream.
Okay, we did hold minus. That I swear. We are back. Potentially
Here we
with the
go.
actual game. Also, real quick, thank you very much, Nuntrick Pony. Logan, I appreciate it. 25 months. Appreciate that.
Peach on the mound. Here we go.
Yeah. First thing to note, since we have this flower roster up to bat, I think something to note is the top of their order is extremely good, right? Their batting is spectacular. The bottom of the order, it gets a little shaky, okay? We have 2 Magic Koopas who are not known for their hitting prowess, okay? But not going to have a strong start with 2 outs. Wiggler is coming up to bat. He is a bit of a wild card. The star pitch from Peach, he will look off. Smart choice there.
Yeah, if you have the entire top of the order struck out early here, it's not a good look, but Wiggler will get it down. That is a base hit.
And that puts Petey Piranha up to bat. A man known for crushing the ball, and that's exactly what he's going to do. They're not going to get there in time, and that is our first home run of the league. Petey Piranha, 1 pitch, 1 home run, and the Flowers go out to a massive 2-run lead in the bottom of the, or top of the first.
McGee, what did you say about Petey Piranha, that he was an MVP candidate for the whole season, and he immediately proved you right?
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason that he's going to be an MVP candidate, and that is one of them. Okay, that doesn't even talk about his fielding. He is an amazing infielder, probably going to be one of, if not the best shortstop in the league, and also one of, if not the best home run hitters in the league. So, keep an eye on this guy. We've also Green Toad get on.
Yeah, quick first 2 outs, but Green Toad made it onto base here. So now it's time for, what's this Me's name?
This is Bibble.
Time for Bibble to see if he can get on base. He cannot, and the sides will change. Not a tough first inning, a 2-run shot by Petey Piranha, and now the Monarchs have to answer.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I think I noticed in the Flowers' first exhibition game is that they really did struggle in that bottom of the order to get any runs, but Petey Piranha single-handedly kept them in the game with the batting order, right? He crushed the ball 2 times. I mean, that's already something that you're not going to see a ton. So, that Daisy Star pitch is absolutely disgusting. It practically just makes the ball never leave the infield. So, we will see a quick out. you gotta hope that people don't swing at it too much.
Oh, here's
And
another one.
Green guy making a smart choice,
He does
flipping
not
that
swing.
off.
Yeah, it does not swing. Good call.
And immediate double play right afterwards, though. Fire Bro with a big catch and a toss to Wiggler. One of the things we noticed in the exhibition
not the answer
game,
from the Monarchs. The Monarchs are down, and now we move to the top of the second. But as you said, the Flowers are stuck in the bottom of the order. We'll see if that hurts them here.
Yeah. I mean, Baby Luigi is not going to be known for a strong hitter, and then it's followed up by 2 Magic Koopas, right? So, we will immediately see him go out. One of the things I also want to note, because this was a pretty important change. Well, there's a couple things of note. Right before the season started, today, the Flowers dropped one of their Miis and picked up Green Toad to get some better outfield chemistry, and we may see that come into play today. The other big change they had, which I think may be less noticeable, is Wiggler was playing at second, not double, wow, words are hard, at second base. He swapped to first, and they swapped Firebro into that second base space, and that was because despite Wiggler's massive frame, he was struggling with those diving catches in their exhibition games.
Interesting. You'd think he would be better in that spot.
Yeah, and I mean, great start for him so far. He gets a nice out at first.
Ooh, good play at first.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how much Firebro can do there. I mean, you think he's going to be great there. I mean, all of the bros have been solid every time I've seen them play, so I have no reason to suspect otherwise.
I think I'm beginning to see what is meant when, like, the bottom of the order. I think for both these teams, honestly, is struggling to get anything going.
Yeah, I mean, I think the overall, both of them have a very weak back end of the order. They just don't have the hitting power, right? But we are back to the top of the order for the Flowers. This could be another great opportunity to drill some runs in and build upon this lead.
Because, like, the Monarchs have, it feels to me like the Monarchs just don't have an answer to it.
Yeah, I mean, Firebro will find his way onto base. Great start. Wild warning. I don't know what that means. Sorry, the chat is talking about a wild warning. I do not know what that is in reference to. But a double
What
play
a diving
from Daisy.
catch. Yeah, what a diving catch.
Yeah.
Definitely what you want to see.
I mean, the gray guys have a surprising... Or not gray guys. The shy guys. That whole family, that whole group, they have a great reach on that dive. They look like their small frame would hold them back, but they have an amazingly long span to grab that ball. And we will see another big hit from PD Piranha. Wiggler's going to go for third. He may even go for home, but I highly doubt it. He is one of the fastest characters, so it wouldn't be amazing.
Is the only... Can I just say, Petey's the only one across both of these teams that's really done big hits.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And there hasn't been much of an answer to it. I haven't seen anyone on the Monarchs really get anything going. And the Flowers have the power of the PD Piranha. PD Piranha gets out there. That was a really nice catch, but I have yet to see any offense from the Monarchs, and they need it desperately.
Yeah, one of the things we've been asked about is if Wiggler runs on all fours. Interestingly enough, Wiggler runs on all 8 of his legs. Okay, so you know he's gonna have some speed behind that run, and him being right in front of PD in the lineup is a great sign, right?
Wow, what a catch!
Yeah, that's what we meant by the bros have been amazing, right? They have that hammer throw capability. I say hammer bro or hammer throw because it's based off hammer bro. But Fire Bro does the same thing with fire. So, you know?
That special by Daisy is just so devastating.
Yeah, it really is. The other day when they were playing against some of the best power hitters in Donkey Kong, right? I mean, he's similar to PD Piranha. Maybe not as good a hitter as PD Piranha. He could get nothing off of that Daisy start pitch. And that's a great hit from Bibble right up the middle. That will be snagged by Sabrina Carpenter. Oh my lord, what a crushed ball from Bibble.
Sabrina Carpenter has experience with jumps and made the catch.
Yeah.
What a play.
Yeah. I think that is our first shown buddy jump of the stream too. I don't think we had any in game 1, if I'm not mistaken. So
were there I don't think game 1 had a single homer.
No, it did not. It did not. So I mean, one thing to note here, buddy jump, that's practically when two outfielders get right up next to each other as the ball's going into the home run space, and the one throws the other up into the air, and they make the grab. Okay, so that is a buddy jump. Immediately we see 2 outs. But Green Match and Yellow Match both on 2 of the weaker hitters, and Peach is tired. They are going to instantly swap out Peach, which puts Birdo onto the mound. And immediately, Firebro takes full advantage. They will not be able to get that high on the buddy jump, and that is a 3-run shot for Firebro.
Not a good start. Not a good time for the Monarchs as they continually get crushed by these homers. All of the runs have come from homers.
Yeah.
They just have no answer to the long ball game.
Yeah, I mean, one, you gotta be amazed. That streak started at 2 outs, right? They had 2 outs on the board. They let both the Magic Koopas find their way onto Bates and tire out Peach. Instantly followed up by a absolute shot from Fireball. Or Firebrow. Wow, I just can't speak. It's not happening today, man. We are off to the start of a potential Monarch comeback, but I mean, with how they've been batting so far and with how Daisy's been pitching, this looks like an absolute wipe. PD Piranha makes another grab
that's
there.
2 immediate outs. That is not what you want to see if you're the Monarchs. They've barely made it on base.
Yeah, I mean, Shy Guys, they're decent hitters. He will find his way on. He will go for 2. So that does bring an RBI chance for Birdo. Okay.
Can Birdo actually get a hit and play? That is the real question here.
Yeah. A star hit from Birdo. That will mean that ball finds its way through. The POW comes in time, but Green Guy does not run. They totally could have had a score there. Oh my goodness, a base
Shy Guy didn't try for the score?
No, he did not react to that POW in time. And immediately PD Piranha punishes that mistake with a diving grab. Wow. Also, one thing to note as well, in case you were not here for the first game, the regular season of this will commence of only 7 innings per game, and then extras. So, we are already more than halfway through this game, and we have seen barely any offensive pressure from
No, and
this
it's all been
Monarchs team.
one-sided as well. There needs to be something from the Monarchs, but now PD Piranha to the plate, already a 5-run lead. Can he get another? That ball is crushed.
And it goes the distance. The buddy jump is not there. It does not get high enough. This right here is what we call an MVP candidate, right? I don't think there's a better way to describe PD Piranha. I mean,
I think PD Piranha has more hits in play than everyone on John's side, on the side of the Monarchs.
I don't know if that's 100%. It's close. It's
close,
close,
which is not a good sign.
Yeah, and 2 of those 3 hits are homers, right? Like, that's insane. PD Piranha is just. I said this after the draft to Spades. Okay, that PD Piranha was an amazing pickup, and that I think he's going to be an MVP candidate. Before we even played an exhibition game, I let him know that that's what I thought. And I'm very happy to be proven right. I mean, it's just good baseball to watch, right?
Yeah, very quick bottom of the inning, but but top of the inning, sorry, but that homer is devastating because now it's a 6-run deficit with a maximum of 3 innings, or it'll be 3 innings total here for the
Yeah. And
for the Monarchs
Petey's
to try
going
to
to
get
get another
something.
at-bat this game, too, right?
Oh, that's devastating.
Petey does bobble the ball, so Blooper gets on.
A rare mistake from Petey Piranha.
Yeah. I mean, but Daisy's also been superb, so you gotta wonder if that's gonna slowly let up as she gets more tired.
It's a good start. Couple on base, no outs.
Yeah, I mean, there is 2 great pitchers behind Daisy. One being Yellow Madge, 2 being Green Madge. The issue with the Magikoopas as pitchers is they have a very limited stamina pool. They barely can hold up for an inning often. If they're giving up hits,
I will say that was a
done.
pretty good squeeze, and so there's now 2 outs, yes, but there's now a runner on third and a runner on second. There just needs to be a hit and play here. Can Sabrina Carpenter do it? She can! Ball drops, and the first 2 runs of the game will score for the Monarchs.
Wonderfully done. Wonderfully done. I mean, that's what you love to see. It makes this game back more interesting. We now see that the Monarchs are capable of making something happen, and that will tire out Daisy, which means their best pitcher is off the board. We know that the Magikoopas have a limited stamina pool, so if you can get them off of the mound, I mean, that's going to be something to work with. And that ball, almost to the wall, almost a double, but Green Toad will make the grab. Still a great inning for the Monarchs. Getting 2 back is what you needed to see, and that's going to be some confidence into them as well. Right?
Yeah, they had to break the no. They had to break the. The no runs across the first 4 innings, and they did, but it's still a tall task.
Yeah, they also just made, I think, better contact that inning. That is the Birdo star pitch that we have seen, and it is absolutely disgusting.
Devastating.
It is so difficult for people to make contact to. That boo, wow. It almost made it through, but Green Guy's reach is long enough that he will grab that ball despite it being invisible. He gets into a good enough spot preemptively. Big charge from Firebro, not going to swing. And now a star pitch comes out from Birdo again, and that will catch another strike against Firebro. We will see one more star pitch. Will this be a second strikeout of the inning? Yes, it will. A masterclass from Birdo.
Birdo coming up big, and that's really what was needed, because if the Monarchs want to have any shot in this, they need to keep the Flowers from scoring more runs. And this brings up a decent, I think they're in a decent-ish spot in their lineup, and they need runs. They need them now.
Yeah, I mean, they're starting at the 3, which is wonderful. Unfortunately, Green Guy does go out there, but Birdo has been consistent. I mean, she's been one of the good notes of this team so far this game. And that's a good start. Petey, what a grab. Wow.
Yeah, Petey coming up big, and that is one heck of an out.
Yeah, I mean, Petey that was impressive. Yeah, every time you watch this guy play, you are just amazed. Right? So, that's going to cause a huge problem. We will see a star hit, but it will not matter as Daisy still finds a way to make that grab. And we are going into the 7th inning with the Monarchs trailing by 4. If you let the Flowers tag on any more runs here, this game is almost called. Right? And we are
prove both of our guesses right if
dangerous.
This fall continues in its current form.
Yeah, this is a dangerous part of the lineup too. Will we see a star pitch from Birdo here? No, we will not. She will let Daisy swing, and that ball is crushed. Will Sabrina Carpenter get there in time? They do get the buddy jump, but it's just too high. Daisy with a solo shot. That's not something she is known for. So that is impressive. I mean, you'll love to see
Sabrina
it.
Carpenter's hops are not enough to make the grab as it goes just over her head and over into the seats, and that is not what you want to see if you're on the side of the Monarchs.
Yeah, I mean, Toadette almost got there, but it was just short, and it's followed up by a nice single by Wiggler. He maybe could have pushed 2 with that fireball connecting, but I don't mind him staying at first there, especially knowing that you have Petey Piranha following him up. There's no reason to push it, right? A slap hit, surprising from Petey. Wiggler went back to first. What the heck? Wiggler ran back to first. What
a horrible decision that causes an out when he could have just stayed put or made it to second.
That is a massive blunder, because if he was on second, he would be at home right now.
But instead he's at third.
Well, no, that's not even... Yeah, instead you have Petey making it to third, but Wiggler would have gotten home. That would have been a run.
Yeah, Wiggler would have made it home.
Now they do find their way in.
Pitching?
Because Birdo got tired, and this Monarchs team is heavily reliant on those two. But that will find a nice double play. They will escape the inning, but they did give up 2 runs, and now they are trailing by 6 going into the bottom of the 7th. They need 6 runs to pull this to extras, and that is a tall task. Green Magic Koopa starting it off with a great pitch, and Petey Piranha. I mean, what more can you say about this guy?
Yeah, what a grab.
Yeah.
And that leaves only 2 outs here in the bottom of this last inning and 6 runs. It's almost impossible, but we will see if it can be done. Base hit, though, by Pink Toad, I believe, right?
Toadette.
Toadette?
Yeah,
Toadette, my apology.
No, you're all good. Pink Yoshi up to bat. I mean, he's going to need to get on here. Otherwise this inning is looking atrocious. And that is not the way to do it. That's going to be a double play. And that is the game. I think it's safe to say, out of the 2 games we've had played so far, the Flowers look the best. The Flowers have looked amazing so far.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, you want to say that that's somewhat on the Monarchs not getting great hits, but coincidentally, I mean, Petey was amazing at shortstop. Firebro was amazing at second, and there was good pitching from Daisy for almost the entire game, right? Like, that's hard to get through.
Absolutely. Can we see, obviously Petey's the MVP, but I'm assuming it wasn't even close.
Yeah, I mean, you see that Sabrina Carpenter did have a good game. I mean, she outperformed almost her entire team. Not almost, her entire team.
She outperformed her entire team as a me. That is impressive.
Yeah. I mean,
Petey, sorry, did I just see Petey's MVP was 160?
160. He had 120 from batting.
That's impressive.
That is something. That is insanely impressive. I mean,
and I will have to say though, it's really interesting also seeing what is it? Sorry, Red. The number 1.
The name again? Firebro.
Firebro did solid.
Yeah.
70's not bad.
I mean, he did hit a homer, right? He hit a 3-run shot, which was a big moment in the game. Because otherwise, if it's just Petey getting those runs in, it's less consistent, right? Like, Petey's amazing. But if Petey's your only source of good offense, then you're going to run into issues. I mean, Daisy also had the solo shot, so I don't mean to dig on her here. She played an amazing game, right? But, I mean, Petey Piranha is the MVP of that game.
Absolutely. And do you think there'll be more hits and more runs in this next match than there have been in these previous 2, or
well,
do you think that's a tough task?
Talking point. Let's jump to that real quick. First thing to start at, or to note, coming into this next game, is these are 2 completely different teams. We have the Muscles, which is your roster, and we have the Upset Knights. Okay, so one thing I want to note preemptively, I want to get your thoughts on your roster real quick, but the Muscles have proven that they can hit the ball. In our exhibition games, you have had some amazingly high-scoring games.
Yeah, even the game where I lost to your Wilds, it was still high-scoring.
Yeah. I mean, we know that this team is going to be able to hit the ball. I mean, they're called the Muscles, right? Like, no team called the Muscles will not be able to hit the ball. I mean, that's the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
The opposite of this is the Knights, who are a team made up of significantly less power hitters. Arguably, their best power hitter is Baby DK, right? But one of the things we have seen in their games is they've been very solid defensively. Their outfield is fast. I mean, that's one of the things with the babies in general is that they're fast. So I'm curious, are you worried at all knowing that this outfield is going to be able to get those buddy jumps off?
I mean, there's a decent chance some of the buddy jumps will land, but also I know some of my team members will be able to hit it hard enough that the buddy jumps won't matter. So I think some will get caught, some will go through. I'm just hoping we'll get the ball in play a lot because that's when my team thrives.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I wish you the best of luck in that game.
Thank you.
We do got... I think I'm going to quickly take a 5-minute debrief between the next game. Just quickly, before I set the lineups, because I gotta go to the washroom. But that's not important. So, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Greatly.
What a game. And and I'll be sure to watch my team play in this next one.
Yeah, I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we'll be back in a few minutes. And then I will start setting the lineups for the next game. I don't think we have a guest coming into the next game, so it will just be me. But, yeah, I know. You're taking a nap. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, folks, we are back. And some shit talk going on in the chat here. Spades, the general manager of the Spades Flowers team, hitting John with the "Hey John, how'd that belt feel?" You gotta say, I want to give a shout out to Petey Piranha again. Now that you're here and in the chat, Petey Piranha played wonderfully. Okay, 2 home runs. A ton of diving catches, consistent all across the board. Daisy with a home run, Firebro with a 3-run shot. I mean, that was just overall a great game. Okay, I'm not going to read that next one, but I get what you're saying. Let's quickly tack on the score here. And while we're doing that, I'd also like to give a shout out to this league's, smaller brother. Okay, the MLB. Okay, I mean, this is where it's really at, but below us, we have our younger brother. Hey, can we not, can we chill? Can we chill with the timing out? Okay, I got limited viewers here. One of the things I want to note real quick, is that younger brother, right? The MLB, they got some of their own games going on right now. They're coming up on playoff season. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what the deal is there. I mean, there's a great game going on right now between, let's see, the Blue Jays and the Red Sox in a fight for the top of the, which one is it again? AFC East? I don't know. Less impactful. Less important than this baseball, right? So... let's get the next game up here. We have the Muscles and the Knights. Sorry, I gotta remember. Okay, it was. I probably should have been a little bit more prepared for this. Nighttime Yoshi Park. This is one of my favorite stadiums, if not my favorite stadium. Okay. I might be a little biased to what my team's strengths are, but I just think it's one of the most fun, arenas in the game. So. Aim on time out for 15 minutes. Okay. Let's get the Wario muscles line up. Yo, what's going on in the chat? Do I need to remove people's mod privileges here? Okay, I'm trying to keep this audience. Okay, then again, that was a 10-second timeout. It's not the end of the world. I don't care. We have Perry, Montgomery Mole. Into we got Baby Daisy, Blue Yoshi, Baby Mario, Baby DK, and two Miis. One being Denise, and one being the other red Mii that is Matt. Right, there's two red Miis named Matt in this league. I don't know if that is interesting to anyone, but that sure is interesting to me. So, I forget, is Blue Pianta third? Sorry guys, it takes me a second to set the lineups. I should really find something better to pop up on the screen as I'm waiting, but you know. Or not as I'm waiting, but as I'm getting this all set up, but we have not done that yet, so as this is the inaugural season, so where am I missing? Montgomery 7th, Paragoomba 8th, Yellow Guy 6th. Cool. Okay, and then this order. Sorry, we are almost ready to start. I swear we're getting there. Okay. Sorry, folks. I'm ready to rumble. I hope I'm about to lose a viewer. Okay, you know, guys, I'm trying my best here, guys. Oh, production value, dog. What do you mean production value? What are you talking about here? Okay, let's relax. Okay, anyway, we're getting into our next game here between, bruh, what do you mean? I swear I was holding minus. I swear I was holding minus, dog. I swear to you I was holding minus. I swear to you, I donated or not donated, fucking help minus. And no, no donations, guys. Let's all relax, okay? We don't need donations. What the fuck? Hello? Let's chill out, okay? The production value of this shit is ass. Okay? Like what are we expecting? Okay? I'm not expecting any fucking donations here, okay? Nor do I want any donations, okay? Let's relax, gentlemen. Especially after I do shit like this. You know? Like, what the fuck? You know, there's so many good jokes I could make about Spades saying broke. But I'm trying to keep this professional, guys. Okay, so can we chill out? Can we not tempt too much here? Appreciate that, gentlemen. That's not who I meant to click. Nope. Chill. Need to start Luigi. All he did was say, Jay, what do you mean too far? J stands for George, by the way. That's new to me. Did not know that J stood for George. I hope that people are getting a realization of how annoying it is to set the lineups so that people don't hate me. And then just making sure that it's okay. Okay. Holding minus. Begin. Okay, if this doesn't work, we're gonna lose our mind. Okay? I'm gonna lose my mind if this doesn't work. Take 2 at the Muscles versus the Knights. And it has worked successfully this time. We start the game up with Baby Daisy up to bat. And she is going to try and crush one out. The POW will get there, but the throw still comes off. Wow. That's something. We have some predictions coming in the chat here that the upset Knights are going to get colonized, which is a crazy take. And that's a good hit from Baby DK. I mean, that's going to be one of his most consistent hitters all season long. I mean, we have Denise here. Will he be able to find his way onto base? Yes, he will. That is surprising. A throw to second, an absolute bullet off of the buddy throw. Wow. Monty with a nice little quick toss into Shy Guy, who puts his absolute heat behind that ball to get the out at second, and that is 2 outs already. Will we be able to see Luigi get on here? He will find that one down, but they will not find more than a single, as it does not get by the outfielder. Toadsworth with the first RBI opportunity of the game. He's not known for being the strongest hitter, especially against this quick fastball coming in from King K. Rool, but he will find the field, and Denise is going home. They are still late picking up that ball, and Luigi will advance to third. We are still keeping that RBI train up with Toad coming up to bat, and the first run of this game goes in favor of the upset Knights in the top of the first. One of the things I want to note about the Knights here is on paper, this roster does not look great. Okay, I don't want to sugarcoat it. They look like they have some major issues. I mean, there is no true power hitters. Okay, they have good chemistry, but a lot of their power comes from speed. And what the hell is Toadsworth doing? You can't get caught in between the bases there. You gotta commit to third or commit to second. I don't know why he started running back, and King K. Rool is tired at the end of the first. Wow. Just wow. King K. Rool up to bat. He's known for crushing the ball. He has this star buff this game. Luigi's going to put one just outside, and another pitch goes right, curves into the middle, and that ball is crushed, but it just goes foul. And he will crush another one right afterwards. This Yoshi's Park does have the train, but the train will not connect. And that ball will hit the wall, so it will come down fair. And King K. Rool will find his way to the second base. But he will not get that home run. It is just short. Critter, now an opportunity to drive a run home. He's going to swing and miss on that first pitch from Luigi. Luigi known for painting the corners, throwing lots of pitches and really painting the edge of the zone, but he will mess that one up, and that comes into the Piranha. I mean, the ball jumps out. King K. Rool didn't want to run. He was unsure whether or not that ball would be caught coming out of the Piranha. And now, Blue Pianta, runners on the corners. All he has to do is put one into the outfield, and the game is tied here. I mean, King K. Rool off a sac fly. It is bold because he's not the fastest runner. But that ball is absolutely crushed, and I think that will not give K. Rool enough time, but the weak arm of the baby will in fact give him enough time, and this game is tied. Both teams finding their first run in the first inning. This is going to be a shootout. Maybe that's a little bold to call this early, but that's fine. No issue with that. Wario up to the plate. Critter on. 1 out on the board. And Wario will find his spot up the middle. Critter will advance to second. Wario will secure his spot at first. And now, an RBI chance for none other than Queen Liz. Aiden's personal choice and a me. Will start charging, but will not make the swing immediately. And now this ball is absolutely crushed. It is out to right field, but it will not make it fair. And Critter second guesses his chance to advance to third. So this will not move the runners at all. Yellow Shy Guy, still an RBI chance with Critter on second. I mean, Wario probably isn't fast enough to get in. And Baby Mario will secure that ball despite the boo as he gets into a good position first. This game is still 2 runs for the Knights, 1 run for the Muscles. But that's a great first inning. You've seen already the power behind the Muscles. And once you start moving the pitchers along and tire out Luigi, this is going to become a big issue. We still see K. Rool staying in despite these 2 moments of exhaustion already. And that's a quick double play with a great catch from King Boo. And now we will see the defense change out K. Rool for Wario. Blue Yoshi starting to charge up on this double ball. And he will just look this one off. That's probably the right choice. You don't want to make a swing as something you're unsure about. And he will go for a second star pitch. But the slap hit comes out. It will hit the ground first, but it will not matter as Critter gets that throw off to first base and finds the out to close out the inning without another run going through. That was the defensive stand you needed from the Muscles. Get themselves back into the game. We now have Monty Mole with the pre-charge. It will find its way into the outfield. Wow. This hitting from the Muscles has been spectacular. I know they're down on the score sheet right now, but this has been spectacular hitting. That will go foul, and Paragoomba picks up his first strike. Now he will find his way just over top of Yoshi, but Monty Mole thought he was getting caught and went back to first. Monty Mole with a major mistake, and that will cause no advancement whatsoever. It just replaces the first base runner from Monty Mole to Paragoomba. This ball is hit into the outfield, but it will be caught by Matt, and Paragoomba runs back safely to first. That puts King K. Rool up to bat. If he can find a way to crush a ball home right now, that would be absurdly impactful. That's something we know he's capable of doing. And he will crush one into center field, but it will be caught by Matthew Knowledge. Great play from him. Great play from Matt. You love to see it. I mean, you just love to. Baby Daisy back up for the Knights. We are back at the top of the order. A charge, but the ball goes out wide. No swing coming out here from Baby Daisy. Now she will charge and crush one into center field, but it will be caught by Yellow Guy. The star pitch coming out. Will Baby DK swing? No, he will not. He will let that one go by him. That's probably the right choice. Another star pitch comes out. Will he swing? He charges, and he will hit one, but it's right into the chest of Critter. He didn't even have to move a muscle. Denise now looking to find a way on, but I don't even know if it's worth it at this point. He does find his way to a single, but now you have 2 outs and a non-power hitter to try and get him home. I mean, this is where we were last time, so I really shouldn't count this out. But it just seems unlikely, and a diving catch from Critter will end the inning. Critter is going to be an elite infield defender. I think we've already seen that so far this game, is that he is an elite infield defender. And now he comes straight up to bat. He's going to charge, not going to be able to find contact there as he didn't even bother swinging. Same thing again, that ball goes wide though. A big shot from Critter, but it will once again be gobbled up by Knowles. I think this goes back to what we were talking about in the pregame with the general manager of the Raid's Muscles, is that this outfield in general is going to be difficult to get by, right? They're fast, very fast. And despite a wonderful hit from Blue Pianta, which may have just been snagged out anyway because of a buddy pass, it actually goes into the Piranha Plant and becomes a bigger issue of Blue Pianta didn't run. The ball got put into the Piranha Plant, got moved around. He had all the time in the world and he didn't run. I mean, that's questionable to say the least. Queen Liz up to bat, 2 outs, 2 strikes, not the situation you want to be in. Only Blue Pianta on base, and Luigi will find the edge of the zone. Wonderful strikeout. I mean, that's what he's best at, painting the zone, making people think that ball is going wide and looking at a free pitch. Wario once again using another star pitch. He has used this move a lot so far this game, and Toadsworth will look it off. And he will find a nice shot up the middle to get on base and start out the inning. Toadsworth lacks some speed, but what he makes up for in that speed is his experience. He is one old motherfucker. Okay, this guy, I mean, he's old. I mean, there's nothing else to say about it. He's old. He will have to retreat back to first, which means despite that shell hit, he cannot move to second, which means Matt is up to try and drive home another run, and he will find his way onto first base, advance Toadsworth to second. Baby Mario will hit a double play ball directly into King Boo. That is the second time that happened this game, and we will advance to a Muscles another attempt at trying to drive one home over this superb defense from the Knights so far. I will say, this is nothing like what we've seen out of the Muscles in pre-games, like in the preseason, in those exhibition games, right? They have been consistently moving through their lineup, finding their hits, finding their spots, and that will be a double play, right? This defense from the Knights has been superb. Paragoomba, though, up to the plate, looking to try and find his way onto base, and he will hit it right into Baby DK, who will just walk that casually on to first and get the out. A quick 3 and out for the Muscles. I mean, not really. They gave up a hit, but still. 3 runners, 3 outs, and big bobble coming out from Critter, unable to secure the out. That would have been an amazing dive. That really would have been an amazing dive. But Blue Yoshi does get on, and now we're back to the top of the order. Baby Daisy. Big opportunity here, and will crush one, but it will go foul. And now instead we'll hit a double play ball. Paragoomba with the big throw to King Boo, and Critter confirming that. All from the start. Baby DK up to the plate. He will try and hit one past, and it will find its way past Paragoomba. I'm a little surprised that made it past. We've now seen Denise up to the plate again. Denise has been consistent this game, getting on a couple times, and as I say that, he will ground out and end the inning. Nice diving grab, though, from Blue Pianta. Right, that's got to be noted. A ground out by King Boo. That comes down to speed. Honestly, he is a slow runner. But King K. Rool absolutely crushes one and is over the top of this Matt and Toad buddy jump. That ball is absolutely crushed. And that ties up the game at 2s. And still you have to deal with Critter and Wario. You gotta think that Luigi's coming up to the end of his time as Critter finds his way onto base as well. Now Blue Pianta. Wow, brain is failing. With a great opportunity to extend, and he will do just that. Critter making it to second. Blue Pianta on first. 1 out on the board, and Wario is up to bat. Wario with a great opportunity, but he will hit right into Toadsworth, and that's a double play and end the inning. Oh no, not what you want to see from your captain, from your supposed best player. But the game is still tied up here in the 5th, coming into the top of the 6th. Luigi up to the plate, and he will start by drilling one, but a huge jump from Paragoomba to pull that one in. He's not even looking at the ball. He's facing the other direction. I mean, style points all the way from Paragoomba. And Toadsworth will hit right into the chest of Critter. That means that Toad is up to bat with nobody on and 2 outs. Not much of a chance here, but he will... oh, no, he will not find it. A great grab by Queen Liz. Now, you gotta wonder, will we be able to see something here from the back end of this Muscles lineup? We've seen Queen Liz get on somewhat consistently this game, but it's often been followed up by a double play coming out of the back end of this lineup. So, it's not ideal, but if you can find a way to squeeze out a singular run this inning, you are going into the 7th with a big lead. I know that only sounds like 1 run, but we've seen the lack of offense so far this game from the Knights. And it's followed up by a double play. Just as I said, it's happened already this game. Monty Mole now up to the plate. I mean, the best he can do is find a solo shot, but that's going to be difficult. Right? I mean, Monty Mole grounds one up the middle. It will get through, and he will secure his spot on first base, which brings up Paragoomba. I think that's already an impactful play, right? What it does is it secures you're getting to the front of the lineup, even if one of these batters does go out. But King Boo with an RBI chance, as 2 runners are on Monty Mole and Paragoomba. He does have an item to work with, and he will find a line drive, but it will just drift foul. That would have been a potentially 2 RBI shot. Now King Boo will still find one up the middle. Paragoomba advances to third. Monty gets home, and the lead is taken here by the Muscles. Not the shootout we were expecting, but Luigi still standing strong at the plate. If they can cut their losses and minimize this, despite Luigi becoming tired, they're going into the 7th with a chance. A steal coming, and that's not what you want to see, but this throw is going to be late, and King Boo advances to second. Now meaning that a shot is going to potentially end the inning, but K-Rool bobbles that ball like he's trying to bunt, and immediately thrown out at first, which means that run coming in by Paragoomba does not amount to anything. And we are going into the 7th in the bottom of the order for the Knights, needing a run to keep this game alive. Matt to start us off. Will he be able to find his way onto base? Yes, he will. That's a great way to start the inning. Matt securing a single. Now, Baby Mario up to the plate. He will look that first pitch off from Wario, and he will swing at the next one, but it's right to Critter's chest, and that will be another double play. Not what you want to see. Blue Yoshi up to the plate. There's 2 outs, and they still need a run. He looks like he's charging for the fences, trying to go yard. The star pitch comes out from Wario. He's going to have to swing, and he will find the contact, but Critter with a diving catch to close out the game. Wonderfully done by the Muscles to get that late comeback and take away the lead. You got to say, not the shootout we were expecting. I mean, that's what's going to happen, though. It's an elite defense versus an elite offense. So they weren't able to get the home runs necessarily, but they got on base a fair amount, this Muscles lineup, right? And that's a great game. That's honestly a great game. The MVP of this one will be Critter, likely due to that amazing fielding. We'll check out the box score and see. Nobody with an outstanding performance, but a good performance all around by this Muscles lineup, right? And we take a look at the Knights. I mean, once again, they put in some good work, but when your best batter on the field is a me, you're going to run into some issues. We've seen that already today in that Monarchs game. When your best batter is a me, it's going to be hard to find the runs necessarily. And despite putting up 2 in the first, they were never able to accomplish more than that. But that is it for the match. We have 3-2 for the Muscles, and they will find themselves coming up with their first win of the game. Or of the season, sorry. Let's get that marked up here on this score sheet. Don't want to make this forgettable. Let's see, the Muscles 3-2, and we will find our way in. Muscles 3-2 over the Knights. Still a great game, I gotta say. You know, it didn't go the way we necessarily planned it would, but they will find a great game here. And now we get to go into our final matchup of the day. At nighttime, DK Jungle, we have McGee's Wilds versus the Bowser Monsters. Two absolute sluggers gonna be battling for their first win of the season. We're gonna take a sec and pop in these lineups. Honestly, if any of the general managers are watching and would like to help co-cast this next game, I feel like it's bad that I'm the only commentator going into this one, because, well, I am one of the owners of these teams. So if you do, feel free to jump into the general chat and I will pull you in so you can help commentate. Only if you're interested. No pressure there whatsoever. Next one is blue. And our me here today is none other than Hulk Hogan. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Hulk Hogan is the me of choice for the monsters. The next thing we're going to look at here, we're going to get this DK lineup setup. One of the things I want to talk about, as I know that I am the general manager of this Wilds roster, so it's a little awkward for me to talk about them too much, but I do want to note one of these major things, which is the Kongs and the Critters have negative chemistry. They have bad chem, which means occasionally we're going to see throws that are going from one of the Kongs to one of the Critters that are not going to be accurate, right? That's something we will see likely this game. And it may be an issue. Then again, the batting power of this lineup often makes it feel as though that actually doesn't matter. So we will see which lineup we get tonight. So far, the Monsters have been not the greatest. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. The Monsters have not been the greatest so far. They have lost, I think, all of their exhibition matches so far, which is not something you would love to see. But, you know, that's something you're going to have to put up with, right? And maybe we see Mario wow, words are hard. Bowser be able to make something happen today. I mean, we do have some consistent hitters in the Green Bones, in Blue Bones. I mean, right, there is some ways to get on base and potentially make something happen for Bowser. It's just a matter of whether or not that will actually come fully into play. So we are just coming up to the ends of setting up these lineups. And then we will be getting started. Oh, okay, we are ready to rumble, folks. Just confirming, and this game is off to the races. Our last of week 1, we have McGee's Wilds versus the Fruit Loop Monsters. I don't see a way that this game isn't an exciting one to watch. I mean, the two core villains of Mario. I mean, Bowser's... Oh my fucking god. I swear I'm holding negative, man. Yo. I'm actually gonna lose my mind with this shit. Okay, we're taking this back to the other screen. Well, I casually lose my mind. Okay, because how the fuck did that happen? I'm gonna lose my mind. Holy shit. No, that's 3. 3 out of 4 restarts. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's not go overboard here. Okay. Let's not disrespect me too much. Thank you very much. But yeah, no, this is not going the greatest on my part. I mean, this is the inexperience of the host, right? You know, I can't blame this on anyone but myself. So, yeah. %25 success. Hey, technically, if you think about it like this, I had to start it 4 times successfully and 3 times unsuccessfully, right? Which actually means that I'm actually at more than 25% success. I'm above 50. I am passing the course. Okay, so that's, I mean, depending on how you think about it, just like your physics mark. Alright, fair enough, Doug. Just like my English mark. I feel you. Alright, take 2 is setting the lineups. Let's try and make this happen quickly. As I don't want to keep people waiting for an eternity. Not that I've succeeded at that so far. Dry Bones, you can go there, Blue Dry Bones. Boo is chilling at 3rd. And now we're take 2 of setting the batting orders. Okay. We're trying to speed run this the best we can. Green Dry Bones. Dry Bones is 5th. You're there. Blue Dry Bones is 3rd. Right? Let me just make sure I'm not fucking up. Yeah, Green Bones first. Then we have me, then Boo, then Goomba, and then green paratrooper, I believe. Okay. Are we ready for take 2? Is everybody ready? Let's get the scene. Whew. I clicked minus. If it doesn't work, there's going to be a problem. Maybe it's like a toggle minus. It says to hold down minus as you do it. But maybe I've toggled it on, and by clicking it again, I'm toggling it off. Maybe that's what's happening. Because we're now 4 for 7 technically. We do get to start out this game though with Tiny Kong up to bat, and that one is going to be crushed out to left field. That is probably no more than a single. Yep, it will stay with Tiny Kong not getting more than that first base. Boomerang Bro up to bat. Not going to swing at that first pitch. Bowser, I mean, he has a scary fastball, right? And that proves it. He just makes you doink that ball right into the ground, and that's not something you want to see. Funky Kong now, though, another power hitter. I cannot believe he looks that one off. That is a great pitch to hit, and instead he will try and crush the next one, but that one will drift foul. Bowser, potentially. I mean, it depends on how consistently his team can win. I mean, we haven't seen them find that success so far in the preseason, but he is an MVP caliber player, okay? I don't want to say he's an MVP candidate, because I feel like winning matters for that, right? And I mean, we just haven't seen that effect yet. That ball is crushed out to right field. That buddy jump will come, and it will just take that away from Donkey Kong. Wow. Wonderful play by the outfield. Timing that buddy jump perfectly. Getting the ball at the very right second. At the very peak of that buddy jump. That's wonderfully done. Really is wonderfully done. But yeah, Bowser is an MVP caliber player. He is going to be a great pitcher in the league. And above that, he is going to be one of the best hitters. The only person close to that level of hitting is Petey Piranha. And Petey Piranha may be better, but it's not by a lot. Green Koopa Troopa here, up to the plate. He will try and slide one through the middle, but that will result in a double play as a wonderful diving grab from Blue Critter. I mean, that's another issue. If you can't get the ball into the outfield against this roster, you're going to run into issues solely because, I mean, well, I think it speaks for itself. Critter are the four infielders are Boomerang Bro, Brown Critter, Blue Critter, Hammer Bro. That is a tough line to get by, right? And Critter is going to start this out by hitting one into the outfield, but it should be a relatively easy catch for Green Koopa Troopa, as he will secure that ball. Blue Critter now up to the plate. A star pitch comes out from Bowser. This is probably the hardest one to hit in the entire game. I mean, that's just absurdly difficult. But Blue Critter will immediately hit one deep into the field again. There is no other caster so far this game. Mob wasn't free till 9, and I think most of the other people have disappeared. So I've been going. I also had nobody last game, but that's okay. As Hammer Bro finds his way onto second base, that's a big double, unfortunately coming at the wrong time, and we will likely get John joining us in a few minutes here. I don't know. One of the first me's on this account is up to the plate. A base hit would be huge. It could advance Hammer Bro all the way to home, but that star pitch will not let that happen. And another star pitch will practically guarantee a strikeout. And that's the inning. For a power hitting team to get no runs in these first 2 innings, that's not something you love to see if you're a Wilds fan. I mean, I am. I'm biased. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Bowser now, up to the plate. This is the scariest batter in the game. Maybe next to Petey Piranha. It's 1 and 2. And that's a great example of why. Not being a home run shot, but getting a wonderful shot down the middle with good power. Unfortunately, no runners on as he had to lead off the inning. But that would be a great shot in general. Huge arm from Donkey Kong coming by as you catch Dry Bones swinging. But that ball will be found into the outfield, and the POW comes out, but the throw comes out in time. Runners will not be able to bounce off that POW. And Hulk Hogan is up to bat. We'll see what he's able to do. I mean, he should be a good hitter, right? He should be strong. But we'll see. And he will find a shot up the middle, but it's caught by Dixie Kong. And runners will not advance. You do have 2 on. And Boo, with a great opportunity to try and push this a little further. The star pitch comes out from Donkey Kong, and that swing is not what you want to see, as that is a double play ball all day. And they will escape the inning despite 2 runners on. I mean, that's, once again, I mean, this is going to be a battle. I wouldn't expect it any other way. Dixie Kong up to the plate and will give up a quick out as she hits to not Green Bones, regular Dry Bones. Tiny Kong here. Back to the top of the order, and that will be a strike. If a star pitch comes here, this is practically over, and there it is, the star pitch for another strikeout for Bowser Jr. He is not giving these batters a chance to breathe. And 2 outs, Boomerang Bro with the pre-charge. And he will find a good contact with one, but it'll go right into Green Paratroopa's glove, and that's the inning. Just like that, 3 up, 3 down. I mean, this is not looking like a very power hitter team right now, so maybe I'm tripping. It appears we have John joining the call in just a second. Pulled him in, and that.
Yeah. So how this game is not turning out to be the slugfest that we would have thought it would have been from the beginning of the game.
Yeah. No, I know. It's something that's a little odd. We've seen a few strikeouts, though. The pitchers, it may be a thing of the starting pitchers are just too good. And maybe once we're getting into those relief pitchers, we're running into some more issues.
Yeah, we'll see around the 6th inning, around the 7th inning, if we see some tired pitchers out there, what will happen? What will the teams decide to do?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things we've seen so far with the Monsters in their preseason games, these exhibition games, is that once Bowser swaps out, they have given up significantly more runs than when he is in play. And I think that's self-explanatory, right? I mean, we've already seen Bowser with, 3 strikeouts this game? That's... I mean, you're not going to get so many hits off of a guy like that. And that's a similar issue, I think, with this Wilds roster, is that it's literally the same issue. There is no secondary pitcher to Donkey Kong. Who is the secondary pitcher on this roster? There really isn't. In the 3 exhibition games, we've had Funky Kong come in once, we've had Blue Critter come in once, and we've had Boomerang Bro come in once.
We'll see what they try to do when we get there. But if I'm the Wilds, maybe we stick it with Funky Kong.
That ball is hit, crushed even, but it is snagged away by Green Koopa Troopa again. That is the exact same at-bat that Donkey Kong had his first time up, and just stolen away by Green Koopa Troopa in the exact same spot.
You would think they have a read on the guy, and if you're Donkey Kong, you must feeling frustrated after that.
Yeah, I mean, those are 2 great contact swings, great power swing. You're getting what you want.
We've seen in the other games today where some of those swings would have definitely gone through for a home run. We saw it in the game against my team. That PD Piranha was able to do that and take advantage of that.
I mean, I think PD Piranha hit the ball much farther than DK did.
Than DK, true.
PD Piranha, I mean, there's a reason I've been saying all this time that he's already an MVP candidate, right?
He's got to be the player. He's got to be the standout player for today.
That could be a sac fly, and this could be the first run of the game. Funky Kong makes it home on a sacrifice fly by Blue Critter. Finally, we have a run.
You know, it's not the most beautiful run of the day, but you know,
Yeah,
runs,
I mean,
at the end of the day, the runner's on the board, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You know, we've seen earlier today where teams have failed to capitalize on things like that, and you know, sometimes the basics are what matters.
Yeah. And I think one thing to note here, too, is that we just had 5 swings that went deep into the outfield, right? That's how close this team is to getting the ball out of the field, right? Into the yard. They just are yet to be able to do it. And you hope, well, I hope, that maybe this is a bit more of a chance if you're running into a different pitcher than Bowser.
I agree, and I also think that you know, on a different stadium, like those.
Oh my God, Bowser just crushes one. Sorry to interrupt you there, but that.
Yeah, I mean, look.
That isn't even jumpable. That ball is so far gone. Look how far that ball is absolutely crushed.
That ball is absolutely crushed. No doubt about it.
Yeah, they didn't
just
even
like
go
that,
for the bunny jump.
Game.
They knew that ball was gone. And the Monsters take the lead. I think this is the first lead we've seen the Monsters have through their preseason games. And I'm not minded by it. I mean, yeah, I am because I'm the Wilds manager, but at the same time,
that's the love of the game.
Yeah,
the love of the game, you know.
Yeah, and Hulk Hogan looking to drive one through here. That will be a double play ball as a great diving catch from Blue Critter. He's been really keeping this team going so far. I mean, he's had some diving catches, some great double play balls, but also he's had that sac fly to get Funky Kong home. And they're gonna have to find some more.
For the most part today, the defense has been pretty top-notch across the board for across teams, you know?
Yeah, I mean, excluding PD Piranha. PD Piranha has just said, fuck the defense, right?
We did see that with the bobble earlier against my team. But, you know, I feel like his at-bats made up for it, you know?
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, like, he's saying, like, fuck your defense is what I mean.
Yeah,
like, he has ruined defenses.
PD Piranha, he did bend my defense over single-handedly.
But I think he'll do that to every team in the league. Right.
You know, that's what I'm saying. I feel like, you know, most teams have to expect that he will be doing something like that against them.
I mean, that just, it speaks to the nature of the player, right? He's just that good.
I agree. I mean, besides Petey Piranha, there wasn't much standout performances on both ends of the field. I mean, you know, there was the occasional big hit from Sabrina Carpenter and from, pretty sure it was from Daisy as well on the other team. I mean,
yeah, I mean, Daisy had a solo shot too, right?
Yeah, I mean, Petey Piranha was the real standout.
That ball is hit foul, but it will be caught by Green Bones, and that will do it for the inning. One thing we do get to note here for the Wilds is that they have tired out Bowser. If Bowser swaps out, this turns into a potentially different ball game. Yeah, for the time being, though, while he's in, this is in favor of the Monsters at the moment, and they get one on to start that. I'm kind of surprised Blue Critter wasn't able to get there.
Wow, I'm surprised he just looks over the ball there, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that's something to say, but I mean, that start pitch coming out from Donkey Kong, and that's a great jumping catch by Brown Critter. He makes up for Blue Critter's mistake and gets that out at first. That's what you love to see between the two brothers, right?
Yeah.
The two critters are putting in work there.
They really do show good synergy.
Yeah. The fireball comes out, but it's just a little bit off, and therefore Dixie Kong will make the grab, and they will escape the inning without making that lead any larger. But now we get to see, is a tired Bowser a different deal?
Is he going to stay in, or will they make a tactical decision to pull him from the game? Who knows?
That ball is hit nicely by Boomerang Bro, but once again, it's right to green Paratroopa, and we see Bowser showing more signs of exhaustion. It's clear that he is running out of gas, but he will get a star pitch out first and try and take down Funky Kong before any swap happens. But that ball is absolutely crushed. It is out to right field. Will the defense be able to get there in time? Yes, they will. Wow, this outfield has been superb.
You know, if you're the Kong brothers, you know, you have to feel a little hard done by in today's game, you know. Pretty deep shots where you're not getting the luck of the draw here.
Yeah. I mean, but now you have the issue. Bowser is changed out for Boo. which means you don't have a strong fastball anymore. You have great curveball, but that's what Donkey Kong eats off of, right? He wants you to throw something slow. And he will instantly show that by getting on base with a nice single. I mean, I'm surprised that's a single, but he's also relatively slow, so it makes sense.
Another player would have stretched that for a triple. We've seen that happen already today in the first game. So,
yeah. I mean, Brown Critter gets one into the outfield, but it's not fast enough down. And now we are going into the bottom of the 6th with the Wilds down a run and needing a run in this 7th inning. This is not what we expected out of them. From what we've seen in their exhibition games, they have been amazing offensively. And today they are getting shut down. Yeah. Green Koopa Trooper will get on base to start out the inning. And that puts up Blue Dry Bones and Bowser to follow. You want to get a double play ball here, but that is not it. That ball is absolutely crushed. That ball looks like it's gone. It's a 2-run shot. Oh my lord. Blue Dry Bones.
What can you say about the guy? The kid. He just comes up when it matters.
Yeah.
You know?
And we will see Donkey Kong get swapped out here. We don't want to tire Donkey Kong going into Bowser, but that will put Funky Kong up, who is not the greatest of pitchers, and that is instantly shown, and Bowser takes advantage of it. He will move out there for 2 as well. Not going to go for 3, which is probably the right choice.
You know, Bowser knows his limits as a speedster, as a base rounder. You know,
yeah, and Dry Bones crushes another one into the outfield. I mean, Dixie Kong should be able to get that one pretty cleanly, and Bowser won't be able to advance. And this, oh my god, the POW takes it out. Bowser will not get thrown out? That run back? Wow. I don't even know what to say about that. That is a fielding error.
What is going on here? What is going on?
Oh my god, the rumble. And that's another run in. The monsters are just making a run.
Man, the Wild seems to capitulate at the very, I don't know. I'm stunned for words.
You gotta think maybe there's the pressure of their first actual game is getting to them. Because they look nothing like the team we've seen.
Yeah, comparing to what we've seen in preseason, they looked like a dominant force. They look like they could go all the way. And after today, I don't know.
I mean, look, I may be a little biased, but they were my favorites going into, coming out of the preseason. And off of a showing today, I cannot say that anymore. I can't. Even though I want to, I am unable to say that they are the team I want them to be. I mean, Blue Critter is going to have to make something happen here. And that's a great start as he gets one down. And that rumble coming out from the arena is going to get him to second. That's a great start. But you are at the back end of the order. Hammerbro, I mean, he's not a back end of the order hitter. Will he be able to make something happen here? And that's not it. Blue Critter will advance. That's fine. But you have an out now. I don't know if that's worth it overall. You need 4 runs.
Yeah, you gotta take where we can get them, but you're gonna still need a lot to come back here to tie the game.
I don't know, looks off another strike. You will hit one, and it just gets over Blue Dry Bones' head. That ball will be thrown home. Critter doesn't move. Normally, I'd have an issue with that. Normally, I'd be yelling at this runner, but it's okay considering where we are in the game. Knowing that you need 4 this inning, 1 doesn't get you there. You're going to have to keep the run going, right? And that's another strike. Boo is painting the zone. Dixie Kong going to have to swing, and she looks off a 3rd strike. A strikeout for Boo, and that puts Tiny Kong up to the plate. She will hit one, and it's grabbed. That's the game. It's over.
This is an unfortunate way to end the game. We expected a lot more from these 2 heavy hitters, and
Yeah.
It didn't seem to show what we expected. You know, our expectations weren't in line with what the
Yeah.
game we got.
I
today.
mean, wow.
That's it's unfortunate here. You know.
Yeah, that's.
You know, if I'm the Bowser general manager, you know, I'm pretty happy with that result. But at the same time, you know,
I look.
maybe
I'm gonna give
look
this
at-
opportunity to the manager here. He has hopped into the other call. I'm gonna pull him in here and let
I
him
see
say
that.
what he
Let's
wants
see
to
what he
say.
has to say.
Yeah, let's see what he has to say. Welcome. Do you have anything to say, manager? Fruit Loops, you got anything for us? I know you can't hear us. Okay, I know you can't hear us because you have two different things.
Because you're scuffed. Because you're scuffed. But that being said, you know,
Also, a quick shout out to Moses Mob in the chat. Mob Moses, he's the manager of the Spitball Mob. Yes. Oh,
Oh, sorry.
no,
hello.
no. We need you to speak on behalf of your team here, and after your
Okay.
victory.
I would like to give a shout out to Bowser, easily our MVP. Got
Well-
us some good home runs.
Well,
there,
let's
but
let's
mostly
look who's your MVP. Yeah, it's Bowser. Yeah.
Who were we kidding? Who were we kidding?
You know, our team was weak in the exhibitions. We had some minor issues going about, but after talking to the team and threatening their families, they pulled it together, and now we're really good. We're ready to go, ready to rock.
Yeah, I can't blame you. That was a masterclass from the Monsters today. They shut down a power hitting team and proved that they belong in this league. And I think that's just wonderful.
Yeah, they showed up when it mattered, and you know
Yeah.
you gotta show respect to the team that came out today, and they played hardball.
Yeah. It was
know, if
wonderful. It
I'm-
really was.
If I'm the Wilds manager, you know I have to sit my team down and give them a good talking to, and hopefully they perform next week against whoever they play.
Yeah. I
And if
mean,
I'm-
look, I wouldn't lie to you here. I am going to be sitting down and having a conversation with my roster. Because I don't feel like today's performance was what we were expecting, and I'm just generally not thrilled with it. So,
You would have to say the Daisy Flowers versus the Bowser's Monsters. You know, that would be a good matchup to see. You know, that could be the headlining matchup for weeks to come. That being said, you know, all the teams looked relatively good defensively today.
Yeah.
And you know, that's an important distinction to be
hey,
made here.
I do want to throw something out there for our guests in the chat. If anyone aside from Mob is still here, even for Mob, I will be uploading the VOD of this stream onto YouTube immediately after the stream ends. So if you want to go back, catch any of your games, feel more than welcome to do that. There will be that option. I don't think we're gonna hang around too long, but I appreciate everyone coming out and watching our first week. Okay. And yes, it was very good, Mob. It went really well. Monsters do get their first dub. Monsters looking like one of the best teams in the league at this moment. I'm sure
If I
that
could
Fruit
add one
Loops.
more thing,
Yep.
I think before the match, when the panel doubts us, I think it only makes us stronger. I think that's what many of our players kind of feed off of.
You know,
Hey,
I
look,
would agree with
I-
you, Brad.
So back it up
At the
into
end
a
of the
corner,
day, you
but
know,
we're really just
I
pushing
think
us
I
to
gotta
be
defend
stronger.
myself here, okay? Because as the panel, I want to say, I know that I said that they haven't had the best showings in the exhibition games. I don't think I was being harsh on them. That was a true statement, right? And I just want to say, I said that this team has potential if they can get this set up for Bowser. And they did just that today. They proved that they are a competitive team in this league. And as much as it pains me to say that, as the Wilds manager, you gotta say that this was greatly done. I applaud you.
Yeah, big shout out to Blue Dry Bones too. 2 of those points came directly from him.
Yep.
He showed up today, and I'd like to make a good shout out to the players who have performed today. You know, Dry Bones being one of them, Bowser being one of them, Red Koopa Troopa in the first game. You know, he showed up
Yeah.
Piranha was another one. Like,
Yeah,
these
I mean,
players who,
MVP of the day. I mean, look, as
These are
much
really-
as you want to
these are
say
really
that Bowser's in that conversation, because he is in that conversation. It's got to go to PD Piranha. When you
I think
looked
we-
at
I
the
think
box
the
score,
unanimous,
after
you
all,
know.
he had an MVP score of 160. The next highest
Nope.
today was Bowser at 125, and Bowser put up a great showing. He had 3 strikeouts.
you know.
He had a 2-run
Well,
shot.
think about it. PD Piranha was not a pitcher either. He couldn't gain anything from the pitching stats.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
it
look,
shows
he
a-
did
shows
amazing.
A lot that he really was that guy.
Yeah.
today.
I mean, he had 4 RBI off of homers alone, right? Like, that's something that is just absurd to think about. So, I mean, yeah. It's been an amazing first week, though. I cannot wait until the next week when we can get our second round of games going on. Until then, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And we will see you next week.
Thank you for having me on.
Yep, of course.